right, so this video has been a long time coming, and we need to address one of the most common questions that I get asked on a day-to-day basis. And that question is, what is the secret to losing weight? How can I lose weight? Dr. Dan, are you hiding some kind of secret sauce or some magic pill that you're not giving out to people? But, is there something there? Is there something that I can do to lose that weight? And, if you look on social media and all these various other outlets and stuff like that, you will see all these influencers and other people that are promoting keto and intermittent fasting and detox teas and skinny teas and wrapping ridiculous bands around your waist and whatever. And you would think that there is some special magical formula. And those people will tell you that there is a special magical formula. They'll tell you that because it worked for them, well, it's going to work for you and all the other 7 billion people on the planet. The reality is, there is no best diet. There is no secret. There's no pill. There's no secret sauce. There's nothing like that. When we break weight loss down, it fundamentally comes down to the simple law of thermodynamics. And that is energy in has to be less than energy out, or calories going into your body have to be less than the calories that you are burning. And then you will lose weight. You will create a calorie deficit and the weight will be lost. Vice versa, if the calories going in are greater than the calories going out, well, then you're going to gain weight. And that is all there is to it. Full stop. There is nothing more to it, nothing less to it, okay? That is fundamentally what needs to happen in order for you to burn your extra stores, to burn your fat, okay? Now, I know some of you are probably saying, I cut out carbs and then all of a sudden this happened, and I started fasting for 83 hours and this happened. It's not the case. In each of those situations, you have reduced your calorie consumption. When it comes to carbohydrates in the ketogenic diet, you reduced your carbs to the point where it created a calorie deficit and you didn't make it up in protein and fat. In the intermittent fasting, well, yeah, you fasted for X number of hours and then you spent 4 hours trying to get the same amount of calories that you take in on a day-to-day basis. And it's not going to be very easy if you're consuming 2,000 calories a day on a regular day. Trying to consume 2,000 calories in a 4-hour period can be very difficult, especially if you're doing whole nutritious foods and that sort of thing. So in each situation, it's not the fact that you did the cutting out the carbs or that you fasted for X number of hours. It's just the fact that you created a calorie deficit, and that is what led to weight loss. Nothing more and nothing less. Okay, so that's it on the simplest form and basis that we can discuss. Okay. Now, I know some of you are probably kind of saying, well, hey, you know what? Weight management, obesity, those are very complex diseases. Like, what do you mean it's this simple physics formula? How could that possibly be? And you're right. Obesity, managing your weight are very, very, very challenging because there's a whole plethora of other factors that go into it, including, your genetics, the environment, how much money you make and your ability to afford good nutritious foods. All of these other things go into it and don't take into account this simple law of thermodynamics. So yes, managing your weight is extremely difficult because of a whole plethora of other factors, but it still doesn't detract from the fact that you need to be in a calorie deficit in order for weight loss to occur. That's it, okay? So now the next question I get is intentional weight loss possible? Is it something that everybody can do effectively and safely? Well, absolutely. But what we need to focus on is changes that are sustainable. The problem with the keto, the intermittent fasting, and all these other diets is that they're not sustainable for 95% of people. So we need to find what works for you. And we need to make small little changes rather than big dramatic changes all at once. So it could be as simple as, can we increase your protein during the day? Can we eat breakfast consistently? Can we maybe have a snack before dinner so that you're not eating while you're making dinner and then over consuming at dinner because you're so hungry from not eating enough during the rest of the day? Simple things like that are little changes that we can make that can overall reduce our excessive overeating at certain points in the day, which ultimately will lead to weight loss, okay? And then we need to stop looking at the scale and the numbers on the scale as our benchmark. The scale doesn't tell me anything more than how much force the Earth's gravity is putting on you. It doesn't tell me if you went for a walk today. It doesn't tell me if you ate a salad for lunch. It doesn't tell me any of that wonderful, great information about healthier behaviors you're taking on a day-to-day basis. It really is a terrible benchmark, and it's driving some of the issues and problems that we're seeing. So stop using the scale, focus on the healthy behaviors that you're doing on a day-to-day basis and the positive outcomes that you are getting because of those behaviors. So are you able to climb a flight of stairs without getting winded? Are your clothes fitting looser? Are you just feeling more energetic and better in general? Think about all of those things and those great things and how they're contributing to a happier and healthier life for you. And using that can definitely be more beneficial and more motivational to help you to continue maintaining and sustaining your healthier habits. Okay? So the next time, a friend loses some weight, or Joe on Instagram says this, or what have you, really ask yourself 2 questions, and if what they're doing is going to be something that you can do. You really got to ask yourself, 1, am I going to like what they're doing? Is this something that could work for me? And number 2, am I going to be able to sustain those changes for the long term? Because whatever you do to lose the weight, you have to maintain it for the rest of your life to keep the weight off. Okay? So is it going to be sustainable? And if you said no, well, then whatever method Joe and your friend and your coworker, whatever is using, is not going to work for you. So it comes back again. You need to find what works for you and just you, something that you enjoy and something that is going to be sustainable for you for the long term. Those are going to be the changes that are going to help you to manage your weight, but more importantly, live a happier and healthier life. All right? So that's the answer to the most common question that I get, guys. Like, share, post this, give this to somebody, let them know if this is something that someone else needs to hear. But yeah, have a good one.